Hi, welcome to my video on find the equation of a parabola given 3 points. And this video is on word problems, setting up 3 points. And if you wish to pause the video and work this question out before I do, be my guest. And here we go, solving word problems. And we have 3 points. A soccer ball is kicked from the ground. After 2 seconds, the height is 20 meters. After 3 seconds, the height is 15 meters. Find the equation of its path if the height is a function of time. So, first of all, we have the height is a function of time. So that means time is the independent and height is the dependent. Or we could look at, we have a t and an f of t, where the f of t is the height, as in function notation. So we have an equation y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. And notice you say, well, how do you know that you're putting down this quadratic equation? Well, let's look. You have a soccer ball that's kicked from the ground. So let's say this is the ground, and the person is, just draw a little figure, person standing up, and he kicks the soccer ball. If you kick the soccer ball, its motion is to go up into the air like this, and the motion is to come down. So in that case, the path is the path of a parabola, where you have your apex or peak maximum height right here, in the middle of where it hits the ground, and where it starts off. So if a soccer ball is kicked from the ground, that means that the time is 0 and the height is 0. And when it lands over here at a certain time, t, when the height is 0 when it hits the ground. So let's start and see how many points we have. Well, we have the first point is 0, 0. That means there's no time and the ball is on the ground. After 2 seconds, so after 2 seconds, the height of the ball is 20. And after 3 seconds, the height of the ball is 15. So we have 3 points that we're able to set up the equation. But because we have 0, 0, and if we use y or h, or if you say h equals a t squared plus bt plus c, then the height is a function of time. So when the height is 0, a, t is 0, t is 0, c, 0 equals 0 squared times a is 0, 0 times b is 0. So that means if you add up, you have c is equal to 0. So that means the equation h equals a t squared plus bt plus 0. C is 0, so we sub that into, if you want to call this equation 1 right here, with h in terms of t, so we sub it in c for 0 for c in equation 1, so we have h equals a t squared plus bt. So we'll use this as the second equation. That's the first one, this is the second one, so c is 0. So if we have 2 and 20, that means the time is 2 and the height is 20. We'll sub that into, we'll put it into equation 2. So h is 20 and t is 2. And we simplify that equation. 4 times a, 4a plus 2b, and just twist it around. 4a plus 2b equals 20. And we have another point. 3 gives us 15. So we're going to sub also that t is 3 and h is 15. We're going to also sub that into this equation. So h is 15 and t is 3. So we sub that in. and we come up with another equation in terms of a and b. 3 squared is 9, 9a plus 3b. So this equation is 9a plus 3b equals 15. We have two equations in terms of a and b, so that's equation 2, so we'll call this one equation 3 and this one equation 4. Let's put those two equations one on top of the other. Notice I have the a's first, and then the b's, and then the constant. So this is equation 3, this is equation 4. So we're going to eliminate the b's or the a's. So let's eliminate the b's and find the a value. That's a 2 and that's a 3, so I'll multiply by 3 and 2. But I need one number to be negative, so let's make this a negative 3. And negative 3 times 2 is negative 6. 2 times 3 is 6. The b's will cancel out. So negative 3 times 4a, negative 12a. Negative 3 times 2b, negative 6b. And a negative 3 times 20 is negative 60. And we multiply by 2. 2 times 9 is 18. 2 times 3 is 6b. And 2 times 15 is 30. Draw a line, b's cancels out, and when I add, I get 6a equals negative 30. And we divide by 6, we get a is equal to negative 5. We have one value. Now we take the a and sub it back into equation 3 or equation 4. So if you put a in here, you'll get b. If you put 5 for a, or negative 5 for a here, you'll get the b. So I'm going to sub a equals negative 5 into number 3. So here's equation number 3. 4a plus 2b equals 20. I'm putting a negative 5 in the place of a. And I'm going to solve the equation for b. Negative 20 plus 2b equals 20. 2b equals 20 plus 20. 2b equals, notice I moved the negative 20 to the right side to become positive. Divide by 2, so b is 20. So the equation y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. That's equation 1. So we're going to sub a is negative 5, b is 20, and if I want, I can c is 0. I'm going to sub that in this equation. A is negative 5, b is 20, c is 0. So that's the equation that represents this height in terms of time. Hopefully you came up with this equation and you solve the system. Notice, because we have 0 for x, we have the y-intercept is 0. The equations are much easier to solve because you get two equations in terms of a and b. Easier to do when one of your points has a 0 for the x or a 0 for the independent. And let's try another one. Probably can work. Again, pause the video and work this one out. The bridge between two cliffs has the shape y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. So that's the shape of a parabola, where x is the horizontal distance from side A and y is the height above the river. We're assuming the river is flat, and we're picking up the height above the river. On side A, the height is 100 meters. 4 meters from A, the height is 68. The other side, 9 meters from A, has a height of 118 meters. Find the equation representing the shape, and second part, find the height 7 meters from A. So let's find the equation first. We said it was a quadratic. We said x is the horizontal distance. So if you can imagine that you have a river, and this is the river right here between the cliffs. So this is the cliff here. And we have a cliff on the other side. So we have a bridge across the river. And on this side, this is the point A here. So this point, the horizontal distance is 0, starting off at A, and the height is 100. So it says on side A, which is right here, this is where A is, this side. The horizontal distance leaving A is 0, and the height is 100. So we have one point, which is 0, 100. And it says 4 meters from A. So 4 meters from A, the height is 68. So 4 meters, if you go out 4 meters horizontally now, the height is A. So 4 meters out, or 4 meters along here, horizontally, the height is 68. So that's 100. 68 is down here. So what you have is the bridge is doing this. The bridge is made up, could be made of up in the jungle, made of a rope. And so this point right here is 4, 68. And 9 meters on the other side, 9 meters over here. Here's 9 meters horizontally. So that's 9 meters across the river. On the other side, the height is 118. So that means it's going down to here, and then it's looping up to here. So this point right here, and I'll draw an arrow going to it. This point is 9 and 118. 9 meters from A. So there's A, 9 meters horizontally. This point right here is 9 meters over, and it's a height. So this is 100. So this end over here where the cliff is, where the rope is attached, is higher. So we have 3 points again. So we have 0, 100, 4, 68, and we have 9, 118. And again, it's X and Y. Remember, X is the horizontal distance and Y is the height. So leave X and Y in the equation and you'd say the horizontal distance across the river and the height. So we have 0. So we have the equation Y equals AX squared plus BX plus C. And this is X and Y. That's Y is 100 high, and X is 0. So I put the 0 in, but you can see what's going to happen. 0 squared is 0, that's 0. B times 0 is 0, so C is 100. So the equation becomes Y equals AX squared plus BX plus 100. So this is equation 1. This is equation 2. You can sub back into these. That's why I numbered them. Now we have another point. Notice again we have 0. X is 0, so that means the 100 is the y-intercept, the 100 is the c. This makes the equations easier to solve, because now once you get the c, you only have a two pairs of equations with a and b. So let's take the point 468. Sub that in the equation, and I always like to write the equation down each time. So we're going to sub this point into number 2. So that's x and that's y. So we got a 68 equals a 4 squared plus b times 4 plus 100. So simplify 68 16a plus 4b plus 100, and that gives us, we can move these over excuse me, we can move them over and make it negative 16a minus 4b equals 100 minus 68. Negative 16a minus 4b is a positive 32. So this is equation, that's 2, equation 3. And let's sub another point 9118 into number 2. Here's number 2. This is x and y, 118. And we have 9 squared, b times 9 plus 100. We got 118. 9 squared is 81a. 9b plus 100. And again, I can go negative 81a minus 9b equals 100 minus 118. And that gives us a negative 18. So this is equation 4. So notice we have, by subbing the point in, when we found 100, subbing the point in, we get two equations in terms of a and b. So we take the two equations and we put them above and below each other because we're going to solve by elimination. I like the elimination method. And so we're going to multiply by, let's see, multiply. This is negative and this is negative, so we need a negative 9 and a 4. So negative 9 times 4 is positive 36. 4 times 9 is negative 36. Perfect. That gives us negative 9 times negative 16 is 144a. Negative 9 times negative 4 is a positive 36b. And a negative 9 times 32 is a negative 288. Multiply 4 by this equation and we get 88. 4 times negative 81 is a negative 324a. Negative 4 times 9 is a negative 36b. And a negative 4 times 18 is a negative 72. Draw a line, add up, b's cancel. And when you add these two up, you should get a negative 180a. And when you add these two up, you should get a negative 360. Divide by a negative 180. They cancel. A is equal to 2. Now, if we want to find, we have A and we have C, we need to get B. So take A and sub in here and we'll get the B. Or we can sub A into here and get the B. So let's sub A equals 2 into number 3. So we're going to sub into number 3. A is 2. So sub 2 in. Negative 32 minus 4b equals 32. Negative 4b equals 32 plus 32. Negative 4b equals 64. Divide by negative 4. So b is negative 16. So we have b, we have a, and c is 100. So if we take a is 2, b is negative 16, and we'll sub into number 2. So here we go. Ax squared plus bx plus 100. That's equation 2. So a is 2. A is 2. B is negative 16. And 100. So this is the equation that represents this information. So y equals 2x squared minus 16x plus 100. Now, we want to, it says, find a height 7 meters from A. So that means 7 meters from A. That means that the x is 7. So I'm going to sub 7 into here, and we'll get the height. So y equals 2, 7 squared minus 16, 7 plus 100. So y is equal to, and 7 squared is 49 times 2 is 98. 16 times negative 7 is a negative 112 plus 100. So y equals, when you add all these up, and you'll get at 86. So that means the height at 7 meters is 86 high. And this is the equation that represents that info. And again, 2 word problems to show you that there are many types of quadratic word problems, but this one has 3 points that we can find the points, sub into the standard form, and find the equation of the parabola. And I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, click on the like button, the subscribe button, visit my math website, www.mathfullyexplained.com, to find more information about me, my videos, and the content. That's the content on my YouTube channel called Math Fully Explained. Thank you for viewing my video. Bye-bye.